name's Travis, and I'm here with my buddy Steven.
Yo.
Yo. And we're doing Legacy Cube.
And I'm already pretty torn on what's in front of us right here.
Okay.
Because you know what I'm going to say.
I'll adjust some stuff.
And I've got an inkling you won't have the same sentiments.
No, it's not as good as you think it is. Oh, wait, unless you're talking about Lingering
I'm
Souls.
talking about Soren.
Yeah, I know. You are.
And you're probably looking at Duplicate right now.
I am.
Okay.
It keeps us open.
It does.
I mean, if I was going to pick a color, I want to go blue. We all know that. Okay, you should explain why you want to go Soren.
Because it's cool. I mean, okay. I'm a pretty token oriented player, and Soren's typically a token oriented planeswalker.
It is.
And
isn't Lingering Souls better than Soren?
Well, Lingering Souls is okay, but having both would really be ideal. Which is also a decision driver. Now you're gonna go with Blade Splicer.
Well, there's a couple options.
Bone Splitter.
There's.
Oh wait, I didn't even see the Strix.
Yeah,
there
so
we go.
There's Baleful Strix. If we wanted to ramp into our duplicate, there's Lotus Cobra. Vengefine is great in the graveyard deck, but even better in the graveyard deck is Entomb and Una's Prowler. I kind of want to take Entomb and just go for it.
Oh yeah.
And be the graveyard deck. What do you think? I mean, there's some really quality creatures, especially for blinking, and maybe even wield the Una's Prowler.
I don't know much about graveyard decks other than beating them.
Well, have you seen Entomb? You know it?
Well, yeah, I know what it does.
Yeah, it's the card for filling your graveyard.
Okay. We just gotta make sure we get them back.
Okay.
Whip, or is that even in the same vein of what you're thinking?
Yeah, it's pretty good. I mean, it's not Shriekmaw. I mean, Shriekmaw goes to our graveyard and can be bounced again. If we evoke it, we can bring it back with something. Other than that, there's not a lot. I mean,
does it concern you that you're 2 cards in and you've basically dedicated yourself to a color, or?
I haven't.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, and I'm not afraid of going black or blue. Those are 2 that are like really deep colors. And with the fixing, you can go 3 colors. I really like this one. Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
Oh.
Ah! Too bad you can't pull him out of your graveyard.
Yeah, it's true. There's a lot of good cards here.
Yeah.
I guess it's Legacy Cube, so.
How do you feel about Lightning Greaves? Because I mean, it's one thing to get a monster creature out of your graveyard. It's another to give it haste.
Not so hot, actually.
No.
You can usually wheel it. Pick it up on the second go around. I think Slaughter Pack's the best removal card. Continues to cut black.
Yeah. That's true.
But I just hate this card. I hate passing this card. It's so good.
You know, every time I've had an opportunity to play that, it just sits in my hand. I mean, it's like by the time I'm turn 5, if I'm not already winning in a green deck, you know, I'm playing defensively, and that's not a defensive card to play.
Pretty clear pick, right?
What, at the beginning of every RP, you draw a card and lose life? What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah? No?
Well, I'm sure.
You think it's better or worse than Bitter Blossom?
But that's not an option.
Which one's better?
You're just saying in general?
Yeah.
That one?
I think so too.
Yeah.
I mean...
Because one of the big downfalls of Bitter Blossom before people realize what it is they're getting into is, sure, you get a creature every turn, but the darn thing still has summoning sickness. So you play it on turn 2, and it's turn 4 before you can actually attack with the creature that you're paying 1 life to get. So it's got its benefits, but you know, those benefits need to be weighed.
Yeah, okay. What do you think of Horny Queen? It's a graveyard target. When it enters, you get 4 1/1s with that touch.
No, when it And there's a battlefield.
Yeah.
Okay. Sure, knock
I mean,
yourself out.
the only other option I can think of would be terminate as another removal spell.
I'm
But I kind of want to pick some fatties up
okay.
and just.
There's a fatty.
So necromancy is pretty good.
And how would you use it in this deck?
It's a graveyard returner. Like you can return a card from your graveyard.
Okay.
It has a 3-drop, which is really nice. You can do it like for flash, as though add flash if you cast it anytime.
Yeah, it's terrible when you get these cards where you have to read them.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just dead air. Hey, Bloodline Keeper is pretty awesome.
Yeah, well, there's better cards.
I had a feeling you were going to say that.
Well, I mean,
Dismember?
yeah, I think dismember, or we get some green going.
That's actually a pretty good idea.
Parallax Wave is the best card here for sure. I would also like to have the birds, but we're not necessarily ramping right now.
We're just killing.
It's fun to be like a mix between great.
Oh, look who you got.
What's that?
The last troll.
Thrun? Yeah, he's good against counters, that's for sure. I'm also tempted for the Watery Grave. Yeah, it can't be wrong to take the solid 4-drop. It can't be wrong to take fixing either.
I know. I would lean towards fixing myself at this point.
Yeah, I'm not worried about Thrun, so. Oh, and we got Unas, so there's a discard outlet.
Okay.
Now we just need Recurring Nightmare. Okay, I'm gonna put this in the sideboard. Hey, sure. If we go green instead of blue.
Yeah.
Don't want to play against that.
I kind of can't believe he made it all the way around.
Island what? Where we get? Oh, we're way ahead of everybody. So let's boost these up so people can see the deck. Yeah, that's not terrible either.
Yeah, actually.
We don't have any,
Vampires, but
yeah.
at least we're not playing against it. Huh. So at this point, what else are you looking for in the deck?
Recurring Nightmare. Oh, that's the card to have. Any other fatties, any other things that allow me to discard. So like, Psychotopy, like Premier. Those are not Premier. But there's an amazing card in here, and I know you're gonna agree with me. It's him.
I was about to say, if we're going Necro, we probably want to get him to Turok out of anyone else's hands.
Well, I mean, him. I mean, there's also the Battlefield, which is pretty good.
It is. But
But him.
given how that is designed to, torpedo decks like this one.
Yeah, it's straight up 2 in our colors.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Geralf?
Well, there's.
There's that.
I think that'll wheel. There's also Psychotog, Forbid, Venser,
I was going to say there's both Venzers we're looking at right now.
and then there's this. Each player exiles all creature cards from his or her
And
graveyard.
sacrifices all creatures he or she controls and puts all cards he or she exiled this way in the what?
Yeah, so all the creatures go in the graveyard. All
Yeah.
the graveyard creatures go to play.
Fascinating.
Yeah, I think we take that,
Okay.
and hopefully we can get like a Psychotog back. More discard outlets. That's what this works really well with.
Grave Crawler? I mean, it's kind of a staple for some pretty basic black decks.
Yeah, there's just so
Yeah.
much. I mean, what do we have in the way of zombies?
Well, nothing in the way of zombies. Wait,
Yeah.
that doesn't work unless... as long as you control another zombie. Never
Yeah.
mind.
Uh,
I got excited for nothing.
There's a couple of options though.
Frost Titan,
Frost Titan's a good target. Oracle of Moldai is just a card advantage generator.
And-
Restoration Angels.
well, I was going to say,
surprise
we know you
creature.
like Resto.
I also like Natural Order if we can pick up an elf or two.
Mm.
I mean, there's a reason this card is so expensive in real life.
say Frost Titan just to increase our fatty bank.
Okay. Okay. That's an option. He's another fatty. You get a 1/1 for each land you have. Whenever you play a land, all those little or 0/1, and whenever you play a land, all those 0/1s get 1/1 counters. There's also in the Royal, which is pretty nice for tempo. There's some fixing. We could go both.
Yeah, I mean,
I think we just take this, right?
yeah,
Keep going.
fixing just becomes so important when you're dealing with 3, 4 colors. It'll make or break you.
There's another return card. That's the pick.
Okay.
I don't think I've seen this card. Neverland. You may put a 4/4. Well, about that.
And it is a 6/6 with trample for 6.
That's true. We're not ramping though.
But we're graveyarding.
Yeah, I don't want to pass this.
Okay. Yeah, I was going to ask how you feel on the return cards so far.
Well, we've got 3.
Yeah.
Pretty happy about that. Not a lot here. Splash white. I guess pop this in. I mean, the Great Born Muse is okay. It's not what we want to be doing though. I think we take Force Spike.
Hey,
That's a good one.
that's right up our alley. Yep.
Okay. Dark Ritual lets us do some pretty crazy things. If the Messenger comes back, I really don't like this card.
I know you don't, but if you look at any successful Necro deck in Constructed, Dark Ritual almost always lends a helping hand.
I got some news for you.
What?
We're not playing.
I know!
Okay. No discard outlets. I'm not red. Just take the value.
Sure. It was so funny when that card crashed in price, because it was just about the time that you were getting really excited about it.
It's awesome.
I know it is, but it just amused me. And then Soren crashed in price, so what do I know?
Hey, Carol. Or Psychotog. I think Psychotog.
What does it do again?
You can discard a card and give it +1/+1, or exile 2 cards from your graveyard. So the idea is
Yeah, you discard the cards you want to graveyard back out.
value City.
That's pretty good.
It's really good against burn as well. 'Cause they can almost never just target it. So it looks like blue. Man, I just love these cards.
Natural
Nobody's
order.
green. Well, we don't have you have to sack a green creature to search for it.
Oh,
So I think Oracle, just for the value if we can.
okay.
Avenger, hop on in, buddy.
Yeah.
I really don't want to play against your old Blade Roll though. Let's get these lands out of here.
So judging from what you've seen taken so far, what do you think we're going to run into in the tournament?
Probably Magic players.
Huh.
I mean, hey, it came back. I don't know if it's good. It might even be better than Avenger. Yeah, because if we Necro Avenger, we don't get a whole lot. But with that guy, we get a lot. I think Horn Queen's even better than Avenger. Sure, sideboard. Oh, I did that wrong. Sort by color. Oh, it did it again. Okay, what are we on? Pack 3?
3.
This is the last one.
Yep.
Ooh.
And
There's some options.
Oh, you're probably gonna lean towards Solemn, aren't you?
I always do.
Yep.
I don't know that it's the pick here though. I really like the Tropical Island. The Gatekeeper is good, and with how black we are, generally at tables because there's not too many mono black players.
I might say Tropical Island.
You think so? What
Yeah.
are we splashing for at this point?
You got a couple of green creatures, and you have Frost Titan and well, I don't know if Force. Anyway,
What do you think about Maelstrom Pulse? Target non-land permanent.
and all of the permanents with the same name as that permanent. That sounds pretty interesting.
Yeah, it's modern playable.
Mm-hmm. You think it would make it back around?
No. I was like, so yeah. Tropical. Get in here, buddy. Well, there's that. I don't know that anything else is our strategy. I mean, the value is just unbelievable on this card. Yeah, hop on in. Oh, that's not a 5 drop. Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
Probably not.
I know. I know you're thinking this. Right?
Yeah.
It's just okay for viewers at home. This is like his bread and butter. He just plays Innistrad.
It's not even from Innistrad.
I know.
But it dovetails. It dovetails in with them pretty nice. And Inquisition from Kozilek was another one that popped out. But if I had to guess, you're probably split between the dual land and Fact or Fiction.
Oh yeah. And I think it's gonna be Fact.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I would pick the dual land. I mean,
Fact or Fiction.
It's a good card, but as many times as I've been tripped up by mana availability, but you've been doing this more than I have.
The cards go in the graveyard too.
True.
So hey, the real Soren. There's also Ixion, which is really good for us. We just have to figure out a way to fill it.
Yeah.
We've got the discard outlets. Yeah, I think that's a discard for us. Yeah.
Somewhere there's a token deck who's going to be really happy.
Murderous Cat, maybe? Kind of ruins our graveyard strategy. This is also bonkers. When it enters the battlefield, opponent's creatures get -2/-2 whenever an opponent loses a creature, basically. They lose 2 life. Yeah, kind of like that one.
Okay. How does it look like we're doing on creatures?
Fine. We're not a typical deck in the sense that we're not going to play 17 creatures or whatever and have a curve. We're going to have a bunch of fatties and some spells down here. If we do want to go the mid-range plan, or need to shift, this one's a good one.
What are you thinking on Verdant Catacombs?
Oh yeah, that gets a lot. Boom. So it gets blue-black, it also gets green-blue. Yeah, hop on in. Oh, yeah! It's time to celebrate. And then we can ditch some stuff too.
I can understand why. I can understand why Grizzlebrand would make it around so far, but that's still kind of surprising.
Okay, so we're gonna play against every other type of deck because nobody's taking our cards.
Really?
Value Town, 2 for 1 We can destroy all creatures. Target creature. What do we need?
Well, we really haven't paid much attention to removal, have we?
Yeah, okay, hop in.
Yeah.
We've got some stuff. What does this guy do? Oh, the vampires team.
You think it's time for a hate pick?
Yeah.
I would. That was mine too.
Alright. I would take that over Inquisition, I think.
Well, what does it do?
This is a copy, so it becomes a copy of creatures whenever it enters. We don't have any of the little guys you need. Almost want to hate this one then. Yeah, no. Get in here. Let me cut some stuff. Non-black creatures, blah blah. I don't want to play against this. That's a sideboard card. Oh, discard outlet. Wow.
Yeah.
Our deck is like as ideal as it gets. We have to cut like so many cards. This thing. Okay. Well, we'll do some deck building.